Hey everyone, let's dive right into today's topic, which is regret is poison, and why I think you should fill your life with remember when instead of what ifs. Now we all know that having regrets in life is not really a great thing, right? Nobody wants to be in their 60s or 70s and sit on your porch and kind of think about, oh, what if I did this? I wish I had that. I wish I did that when I was young. Nobody wants that. You want to fill your life with remember when instead of what ifs, right? I'm sure we all heard the phrase, when you're at your dying days, nobody says, I wish I worked more hours, right? Most people say, I wished I spent more time with my family, or I wish I vacationed more, or traveled the world more. And usually those are the things that people kind of miss when they think about their life, when they think about all the things that they wish they did. Usually work is not one of those things. So what is my take on this phrase, regret is poison? Let's dive right into what I believe the phrase really means and what it means for me personally. I first heard the phrase regret is poison by watching one of Gary Vee's videos. I don't remember the entire video, but this sentence really resonated with me. Regret is poison. It feels like it kind of killing you little by little, but by not doing a lot of the things that you want to do while you're young, and when you reach an old age, you're probably going to regret those things, and you're probably going to think, I wish I've done that or done this. So I wish I could, I will look up the video and maybe edit it in post-production, but that sentence alone really hit home with me and stayed with me for many years, because I really believe that when you have an idea, when you have passion for something, maybe it's that business you always wanted to start, maybe it's a tattoo you always wanted to have, maybe it's learning a new skill, maybe it's traveling more. I really believe that by not doing those things, by holding back, you're going to regret it and at a later stage of your life, and I think it's not good, and you should obviously follow your passions and do whatever you think is right for you. I actually have this phrase, regret is poison, with a nice graphic of a skull on one of my Apple Watch screensavers. I do this because I want to remind myself that time is limited, right? We only have one life. I want to make the most of it. And if it's starting my own YouTube channel, if it's starting the business I always wanted, if it's spending time with my family, the time is now. Alright guys, before we continue with this video, I would only like to ask you for one thing and one thing only. I would like you to hit that like button and help me spread this video to more people that could gain value from this information. It only takes one click, it takes 1 second. I really appreciate it. I'll give you another example of a life situation where regret is poison is true. Let's say you have a great voice. Everyone keeps telling you, you sing really well, you have a great voice. Why don't you do something about it? Why don't you enroll in one of those reality shows, X Factor, America's Got Talent, or whatever? Why don't you try and do something with that beautiful voice? And as the years go by, you always say, yeah, I have a great voice, but I need to work, I need to pay the bills, yada, yada, yada. You grow older, you reach your 60 or 70 or 80 years old, you're too old now to do something, and all you have left with is the regret of not pursuing that dream, not even trying to succeed in this field of being a singer, right? You can never know. What if you gave it a shot? What if you said, let's take 6 months, let's take 12 months, let's see where it leads me. Everybody keeps telling me I have a great voice. I know I have a great voice. I know I sing well. Why was I so afraid about giving it a try? It's only a couple of months out of your entire life, right? You can always get a job. You could always do both at the same time. You could always get a job and on your free time, maybe try and promote your singing career. And that way you won't lose your livelihood, but you won't give up your dreams of becoming a successful singer. That could be an excellent idea and a good example of how you could not regret it, not regret when you tried it, but still do it smart, right? I think if you do it this way, when you reach the age of 70 or 80, you will not say, I wish I tried to be a sinner, but you would say, remember when I tried to be a sinner? I had a mild success. It was one of the best experiences of my life. I'm really happy I did it. Another good example is people who always wanted to travel the world or just travel more. Like I know personally from my experience as well, a lot of people always say, oh, I wish I took more vacations, or I wish I took my kids to see that part of the world, or I wish I've done that, I've done this. And we get into the hassle and the work of a day-to-day life with the kids, school, college, career, paying the bills and all that stuff. Even as a business owner, you can easily get sucked into the day-to-day that you forget that life is about living. It's not always about just trying to earn as much money as you can. So a lot of times you should probably take that vacation that you wanted. You should probably take some time off from your business to fulfill one of your dreams, which is to travel the world more. Don't get me wrong. Don't do it without control. Be responsible about it. Don't just, book a flight when you don't have money to pay for the trip, or quit your job and say, I'm going to travel the world without any financial plan. What I'm saying is, if you can afford it, if it's reasonable, don't hold back. You can always work from your laptop. You can always work on the go. Life is too short to have regrets and say, I wish I traveled the world more. Instead, try and make some memories that you could be proud of in your last few years. Obviously, I can say the same about entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs who want to start their dream business, who are thinking about becoming entrepreneurs and business owners. If you have a business idea, if you want to try something for yourself and for your family, don't wait, all right? The time is never right. Don't wait. If you feel like you could do it, if you feel like you could form a business, start a business and be successful, go do it. If you fail, it will be a great experience. You will learn a lot from it and it will help you moving forward. That's probably a guarantee. But if you don't do nothing, you're left with the regret of, what if I started that business in my 20s? I could be in a much different place right now. I could have provided better for my family, for my kids, for my grandkids, and I could have all these experiences that I now regret for not even trying. That's what you would say to yourself at your last years if you didn't do that when you were young. Alright, so let's talk about the downsides of contemplating and delaying your goals and dreams because you don't have the confidence to get it done. So basically the downside is that after you delay your dreams and goals for many years, it builds up inside you, and honestly it It could affect your mental state. It could affect your physical state. We all know that the mind is connected to the body. So if you carry with you these feelings of regret for many, many years, I'm talking 20, 30, 40 years, eventually it can get up to you and cause real issues in your life. So like everybody says, it's not good to keep your feelings inside, right? If something bothers you, if you feel like you want to say something to someone, most of the time you should say it. I mean, most of the time you should be honest with yourself and not hold back and not hold it in your stomach until it explodes or you just get depressed or whatever. So I think it's the same thing with your dreams and goals. Don't have regrets. They build up fast. And when you get older, it could actually affect your mental state and your physical state. You much rather have a life spent filled with experiences and not regrets. Think about it this way. It's an extreme example, but it's just to illustrate my point. Think about it, if you take a sip of a little bit of poison every day and you drink it. It might not kill you, but over the years, if you do it constantly, every day, a little bit, it could really hurt you and potentially cause a lot of damage. So regret, I think, is probably works in a similar way, where every time you regret something that you could have done but you didn't, and you say, I wish I had, then you put a little bit of poison inside your body, and it can build up over the years and really hurt you when you are older. Another thing to remember is that the time is never correct, right? Every mother would tell you that there is no right time to give birth to a baby, right? When a married couple thinks about having another child, or their first child or their second child, there's never a right time. The conditions are never perfect. It's always a bad time to start trying. It's always a bad time financially. It's always not the right time in the year. I just started a new job. I just started my business, whatever. It's never the right time. The conditions will never be perfect. It's the same with business owners or entrepreneurs. If you want to start that business, if you want to travel more, the conditions will never be perfect. You either do it and start, or you will just regret it for the rest of your life. What I like to say to people when they say it's not the right time, I like to say to them, it's never the right time to start. Look at me. It's never the right time to start. You should do it anyway. That's it. Now, the upside of trying things and following your dreams and have no regrets is that if you really have a great voice, like I said before, if you really have value to provide to people, I mean, think about it. What's the worst thing that could happen? You just might get it, right? You just may be the next big thing. You might be the next big singer, and performer. That's the worst thing that could happen in my book. And even if you don't accomplish those things, the memories that you will create during those experiences will follow you for the rest of your life. And at the end of the day, isn't that what a great life is all about? The experiences we create and make will follow us for the rest of our lives. Alright everyone, thanks for watching this video about the phrase regret is poison and what it means to me, and why you should not delay your goals and aspirations and you start doing them today. I hope I was able to provide you with some valuable information, and if you liked it, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the latest videos and updates I try and publish every week, and I'll see you in the next video.